Friday. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Live. We have got a lot of Woodhounds in here already tonight. Look at this. And I want to start off by saying, let me just, I gotta make sure I got everything set here with the, with everything. So, welcome, and I want to give a big special welcome tonight to the newest member of the Back 40 Hobbyist Woodhounds, the Alaska Woodyard, Jeff and Jill, I believe, right? I'm always bad with names, but I think I got that right. So, Alaska Woodyard, Jeff and Jill, thanks for joining up to the Woodhound Hobbyist. For the rest of us there that are all members, and we're going to kick this live stream off to you. Thank you very much. Cheers, everyone. Glad you're here. And we have got, we got a big fight going on. So depending on how things are going, I may not have time for overtime tonight because I gotta get down. We have a birthday party for Amanda's daughter going on downstairs, and we also have a little fight party going on, watch party. So we'll see how it goes. But let's see, the Wise Choice Firewood. How are you doing, Jared? Good evening, Mr. Van Dusen. Tim and Old Saws in the house. How good to see you. Timon's here. Gringo Pines. James Baton, how are you doing? How's everything up in Canada? Tony Woods is here. Don Slate, good to see all you guys again. Yeah, it's another week. Here we are, another Friday night. Just flying by the month of November. I don't know about you guys, but for me, it feels, I don't know. And it's crazy, like, today it was pretty nice out. It doesn't even feel like November yet. Yeah, I don't know what to make of it. But Daniel Atkins, how is your weekend going down in the big city? I think, right? You're down in LA, I saw it earlier in the chat. Ralph Kanagi, I am doing great. I hope you're doing well as well. Jim Miller's watching on Facebook from Fort Atkinson. Good evening. Wild Bill Irwin and the Mystery Gardener and Beavertown Outdoors. All right. What? Oh my goodness. Check this out. Big event happening in Toronto. Taylor Mania. 6 shows. How many of those 6 shows are you attending, James? That is what we need to know. How many nights are you going to see Tay-Tay? Uncle Den, is it cold outside? It's not too bad. My mini wood, extra small. Come on, that's not looking extra small. It's just looking small. Let me see here. If you are new watching tonight and you have a question, like the first generation farmer here, you throw a couple Q's in front of your question. It helps me pick it out of the chat that is flying by. How much is alderwood worth and how hard to find it? I have no idea. So that question is directed at the rest of the chat. That is the way it works sometimes. It's, if I don't know, then sometimes the questions are just for everyone else in the chat. I have no idea. Jeff, how are you doing? Richard, Bert's Custom Cuts is here. All right. Oh my goodness. And Old Guy Firewood. Jeremy Dirksen, hello. James Baton, I don't believe this. I don't believe this at all. I don't think you would have brought that up if you weren't going to at least one of them. Oh. Let's see. Club Dora. How is everything up in Minnesota? Logger Jason. How are you doing? I'm not quite sure. Do you have smell-o-vision for your firewood on your website? You mean like scratch and sniff? I do not have that capability yet. Not yet. Captain Jack coming in with a prediction here tonight. Paul wins. Place your bets now. Tyson is broke. Needs. Well, he's gonna get. Oh, you mean you're thinking of the rematch and then the third rematch. I see. Interesting theory. You never know. That could be. Oh no, I said theory, not Siri. My phone just turned on. I don't know. It's gonna be. I'm not sure what to make of it. Let me. Now I lost my place in the. Ron Brooks, good evening. Hope you're feeling good. Everything's going well for you. The first generation farmer. What do you think of locust mini firewood? I don't think that'd be too bad. If you have it, I think anything is good. You know, and the thing that I'm kind of finding is that a lot of people I don't think even know the difference. So I think it's kind of cool if you do have something unique and different, and then you can like promote that and educate the people on it. Slick Willie, good evening. How's everything going with Wanaka? Joe, Jeff, Steve. New to the channel. Well, welcome. Bought a house close to Jared, and he keeps stealing wood off my property. How do I don't know if this is which Jared. Is it the other Jared that was just in the chat here? I would say you have to set up some cameras, catch him in the act, catch him trespassing, and turn him in. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to bring out the ladies for the night because our good friend Marlon has thrown the first coin in the cup right over there. Marlon, thank you very much. Cheers. Oh, that is tasting delicious. Delicious. Amanda brings phone. All right, I'm going to get caught up with the chat. So if I missed your question, if you had one, you're going to have to throw it back in. Put her back in. Sometimes that's just what I have to do to try to stay ahead. I just jump down in the bottom. Murph! Minnesota Murph! Yes, I believe I am getting ahead on the mice. I've had a few nights now where I'm not even catching any. And for the first few nights that I started putting the traps out, like I was getting at least 4 to 6. I put 6 traps out, and usually I was getting 4 to 6 a night. And now some nights I don't get any. So I think I'm getting ahead. I'm winning the battle. I hope. But it's also has been unseasonably warm, so they could just be hanging out in the forest and they're waiting for it to cool down and come back into the shelter. I don't know. Miller, Stumps, and Firewood, how are you guys doing? Donald Slate, how many drops tonight? I'm going with 2. Don't want to overdo it with 3 because I got to get up early. Mr. Gardner, good evening. How are you? Are you going to film when you go to the market on your first show? I'm going to try to. Yes, I am. The only thing that may prevent that is any credit card transactions. I have a reader that runs off of my phone. So if I'm using my phone to film, I don't want to miss out on any sales. So I might set up a different camera or use a different camera. I'm just gonna see how it goes. But yes, I am planning to at least do a little before and then a recap after. And I'm hoping to have it out on Sunday. David, hello to you in Florida. Mega Mike. Oh, yeah. I'm actually a couple of those that you listed off there. I may just have some of those coming up soon. All right, now I'm Rogala. Rogala is here. Colleen's Farm Adventure. Hello. Yeah, the interesting thing with, different types of wood, I don't know, I think it's it adds that little unique, I don't know, element to it. Oh my goodness, we just got another coin in the cup. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter what is in your cup, but you must now pick it up. Pick it up. The ladies are out. Old Guy Firewood. Drink to multitasking. Friday Night Live, Fight Night, and text all at once. Well, Dick, you're doing a good job. Thank you very much. Keep it up. Multitasking. No problem for you. Cheers. Friday nights are made for multitasking. No. Premier Iowa Tree Surgeon, how are you doing? Yeah, I freaking Jeep. John, I think used to keep track of how many mice he would catch, and it was crazy how many there actually are. Jimbo 505, good evening. Adirondack Woodsman, is Wolf Ridge making your mini fire pits? No, they are only making my mini firewood racks, but not the fire pits. Tony Woods, will you be taking your mini firewood splits and the mini stoves to any of the garden stores where they display gazebos? Maybe. I have a few things that I'm working on. I don't want to say anything yet, but there are some things in the works. The biggest thing, though, is that you got to make sure you got the supply before you build demand, and that's the main thing right now. Wild Bill, this is exactly true. Multitasking, you got to add that to the list as well. Butch in Alabama, how you doing? Hey, Willis Firewood, good evening. Are you going to carry mini fire starters for your mini wood? I do include usually two fire starters, but I just use like the what's it called? The wool ones. Like I got a whole huge box of them way back when. So yeah, I do include some fire starters, but they're just they're mini fire starters for the mini firewood because they don't have to burn very long, and you know they just need to get the wood going, and boom, takes off. Old guy firewood, I tell you. All right. Shot Left Family Firewood, how are you doing? What is Bert cut? Did Bert's custom cut admit to something with Taylor? I don't know. I gotta just double check, or maybe it's too far back in the chat. Too far back in the chat. Let me just quick check the poll. We got 82% pulling for Tyson. And the Wise Choice Firewood said, treat yourself. I do have, I don't know if it's Tomcat or not, but I've got these little, they're like, I don't know what they call them, poison station. So like the poison's inside this little black box, and then the mice can go in, but you don't have the poison out for like dogs or whatever. And but I do have that as well. So I usually put out 6 traps, and then I've got two poison stations or poison traps. I don't know if they're traps really. Jimbo 505, is a book of matches considered mini firewood starters? It could be. It's all you need. You need just one. Just one. Oh, there is the mighty Paul Engstrand. I will not be participating in the 2024 whitetail hunt. Not this year. Jason. Well, okay, it's an interesting thing. I don't know if you mean on the live stream. With the question in the comments or on the videos. With the live stream, it's tough because Facebook doesn't send over the comments as fast as YouTube, and there's not as many of them. If you're talking about the videos, honestly, on Facebook, most of the comments are not even worth replying to. I mean, most of them are spam and bots and like guys that are just, angry with life. So, but I try to get, I don't know. It's tough keeping up with both. But I don't really have a preference as far as like which one I go to first for replying and answering questions. Generally, if you have a question, this is the place to be to ask it. Like that was one of the foundations, the building blocks. The reason why I started doing live streams was if you have a question, bring it to the live stream. Then I can answer it right there if I see it. But, the comments I get behind on, and it's tough keeping up to. So I've always kind of held the live stream as that opportunity to interact. All right. And now I got to catch back up. But yeah, so the live stream, it's just because the software I use to pull in both YouTube and Facebook, Facebook is just a little slower coming in. And so for every one Facebook comment that's in the chat, there's probably 30 from YouTube. So on Facebook, there's not many comments going by, but on my screen, it's just like a steady flow. So I don't always catch them. I don't always catch them, and I think I've just missed. Yeah, if you go on YouTube, and then you'll see the other chat, the YouTube chat, and that gets a little crazy. It gets a little wild sometimes, but we like it wild. We like it wild and crazy. Wild and crazy. Speaking of wild and crazy, we got some more coins coming down. And whoa, where is it? I gotta find it. The Alaska Woodyard. It is cold in Alaska, and our wood is hard, bottoms up. I think I maybe didn't have my pausing down in that sense, but thank you very much, Jeff and Jill. Appreciate you. And we're going to keep it right here because we're going to just bounce down to we got Billy, NSNL. He just dropped a coin, which we don't mind. Thank you very much, Billy D. Cheers. Get the ladies out swinging. All right, now double cheers. Yes. How cold is it up there in Alaska? And are you? I thought I saw next week we're potentially supposed to get somewhat of a our first winter storm, but there's we're either gonna get the snow or we're not. We're gonna get the cold. I don't know. There's 2 tracks or something. So maybe that's from you guys up there sending it down. Hey, Larry and Robin are here. Good evening. I think I am back on. There was a question way back. Let me just see if I can quick go to finding it. Who has the best firewood starter amongst all the woodhounds out there? That is a fabulous question. One that I do not have the answer to. 9 above 0 and windy. Woohoo! 9 above. Yeah, you can just keep that up there for a little while. I want it to cool off, but I want it to be just, maybe the 20s. I don't like the single digits. We can wait a little bit. Mystery Gardener has snow in the forecast over there. Holy smokes. Whew. Yeah, that is a little chilly. But then again, it is November 15th. Just circling back to the whole deer hunting, which is next weekend. I can remember when I used to hunt, every year there was always snow, number one, and it was always, cold. There was never this, you know, towards the end of my deer hunting years, um, there's years when you're out there like in a t-shirt, sitting in your tree stand, and not having any snow. Ah, man, that just that's not any. It's hard to see the deer. Roblox Games is back from missing out last week, I think. You still chop wood even when if it was cold outside, depending on how cold. But yeah, it's well, I don't chop it. I don't chop the wood. I will split though. I will split and have a little fire going. And oh, just wait, because this year coming, well, it's out in the yard right now, but I'm going to pull back to the Woodyard, the sauna. And then I'm going to go from the sauna to the splitter, and back to the sauna, and to the splitter. It's going to be spectacular. That's right. You heard it here first. Get ready. I will give you fair warning with the thumbnail, so if you don't want to watch the video when it comes out, you won't have to. But yeah, having that sauna fired up in the Woodyard, that's going to be a whole new game-changing experience. We were out in it last night, and it's just crazy when you come out of that thing and your skin is just steaming, and you can, I think it was like 40 degrees last night. No problem. Standing out in the cold. Yadkin Valley Outdoors. I like it. Yeah, my brother, the last few years that we hunted, my brother had his ice shack, which is now the veg shack. If you saw that video, that veg shack or ice shack used to be, we would park that out on this corner of this fields, where like we could each look out a window down the tree line, and we would just sit in there. And at the end of the day, the deer would come out, and that's how we hunted. Like, we didn't mess around sitting out in the cold. We were sitting inside with had a little space heater in there. It was nice. And we would always see deer. Like, that was the thing. It's like we would sit in the morning, like in the woods, come in for lunch, take a little nap, and then at about 2:30, we'd walk out, get in this ice shack, and sit there till the end of the day. And like, it was just, guaranteed there was going to be deer coming out of the woods, coming out into the fields. Logger Jason, when you figure out the scratch and sniff, let me know. I will I'll send you some over, but I'll have to have you guess. Maybe I'll throw some something on there that's not the ordinary smelling wood. Oh no, Bert. I never had any Speedos. But I'll definitely not need my insulated bib overhauls on. Um Larry Lewis, Syracuse, how are you doing? We're Matt, Lily's Farm and Firewood. Good evening. What was? Oh, here we go. I saw mini fire pits for ice fishing shanties. Oh, that yes is a great idea. Or even just sitting out on the ice without even a shanty, just sitting on the ice. Put that thing down. Not too bad of an idea. That was before, yes, before the deer became the fur friends of the Woodyard. But that was also back when I was hunting on the farm. So not up here. Like up here I can't hunt. Back there. So question from B Dub 35 Bucket. Has anyone had experience with the battery operated heated vest and jackets? DeWalt and Milwaukee, two brands I've seen. I have not. I had a couple. There was a couple companies that wanted to send me a heated vest, but I didn't. I didn't take it. Just because, generally, like for me anyway, the things that if I'm out working in the wood yard and it's really cold, the things that always get me first are my fingers and my toes. Mostly the toes. Like I don't like cold toes. But I'm never like cold. My chest is never cold. Like so, I just like the thought of like a heated vest. I don't know. Like I've never had a problem keeping my core warm. So is my toes. We can hunt with a well. No, I can't with a bow. You can bow hunt if you have 7 acres. So you need a minimum of 7 acre lot, and then you have to have written permission from all of your neighbors in order to get a bow hunting license. Outside with mom and the boys. Son's girlfriend has a heated vest. No hunting for the mystery gardener. Yeah, it's log cabin firewood. Captain Jack had the Milwaukee one and gave it away. Wasn't impressed. I've got good boots now, and but it's still like that's just I don't know, there's something about it. And I've tried the heated socks, high water circuit rider, but then what I found is that they actually made my feet like sweat, like it was too hot. So there's like that you're cold, but then it's like if you do something like have heated socks on, it gets too hot, and then your feet sweat, and yeah.
How tall is 11 feet?
Oh, look who's here. How tall is 11 feet?
No,
11 feet.
How tall is our house? To like the living room. Down to the living room to ceiling.
I have no idea.
Didn't you say it was 24 feet?
No.
What is it?
Probably like 16,
It's
18
16.
maybe. Alrighty. Where? I guess the other thing with the heated apparel is it. I suppose it depends. Like, were you talking like sitting and hunting, or like working in the woodyard? Because that's the other. If you're doing stuff, I guess that's what I was thinking of when I said like I never get cold, but if I'm sitting in like the woods, just like when I used to deer hunt, yeah, then I would get. Mom and the boys, settle down now. Uh, I saw something one time. I forget, but there's like a type of what did they say? I thought they said something like you put on a thin sock and then you take like a plastic grocery bag and then you put that over your foot and then you put a heavy sock on top of that or something. I don't know. My feet get too cold. I just take a break, come inside, and warm up. Dale Crocker. I enjoy watching your channel every day. The highlight of my day. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh, we are past the bottom of the hour. I got to get out. Oh, I did bring up some extra ice balls. The other big thing that I have found, for me anyway, that really keeps me warm is if I have a hoodie, like a hood, like keeping my head warm and keeping like the breeze or thing like off or breeze or wind or whatever. I got the big like heavy duty Carhartt hoodies. Oh, you put that hood up, you can't go wrong. All right, I gotta mix myself. See, this is the problem now. So my ice cubes have withered down. Jeepers creepers! Now I'm spilling stuff, and I don't know if I should put or I can't. I can't fit 3 new balls of ice in my glass, so I should almost get rid of these. But what can I? Well, maybe I can get 2 in there. Yep. The ice balls are. It's not easy. Mystery Gardener, thanks for staying up late. Have a good rest of the morning. Oh. Dang it. I knocked over this can. I had to switch from the regular mixer of Diet Wild Cherry. I had to switch to just regular Diet because nobody has any of the Diet Wild Cherry anymore. Like, I cannot find it anywhere. So I'm stuck with just Diet. No cherry. I don't know why. Well, actually, probably because. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, the answer is yes. Yeah, Captain Jack. If anyone would have ever done anything with ice balls, I would have bet it was you. Ron Brooks, have a good night. Enjoy your weekend and don't go too crazy. Keep it nice, easy pace. Bill Irwin, this is just the tip of the iceberg. It's just there's a long list. Those two things are just a few items on a very long list. Oh, Club Dora, have a good weekend. Oh, that's right. Is it opening weekend in Minnesota this weekend? I think it is. So yes, good luck to you, Minnesota hunters. The Minnesota is always, I think, a week before Wisconsin. Um, Roblox. I'm going to go soon to film a YouTube video. All right. I'll go soon, but this is a good live. Well, thanks for stopping in. Glad you could make it this week, Roblox games. Go get that video made, and we'll see you back here next week. Do you ship, I'm guessing, ship small wood to Alaska? I believe I can. I'm not sure. I'd have to look if shipping is different than. I have to look what shipping is. But I'm guessing I'd be able to. Anywhere in the U.S., I believe my USDA certification covers. But I just don't know what it would. I have to check that out. I'm sure I can. The liquor of choice, Dale, is Captain Morgan. The one, the only Captain Morgan. Amazon. Oh. Yeah, the other thing I was interested from Amazon is dog food. Like, I wanted to buy a whole bunch of dog food so we didn't have to keep going and getting bags every 2 weeks from the store. But the stuff on Amazon was way more expensive. I guess I should look at that. There's some pets website. I should look at that. Am I staying up for the fight? Yes. What what bout are they on? Have they gotten to the women yet? because I think there's four bouts on the card, and so I'm wondering if what fight are they on? Because I gotta figure out how much time I have left. They're only on the second one. Oh my goodness! All right, then we got plenty of time. Small wood shirt. What? Yes, I think I can ship to Alaska. Uncle Den Den, how is the woodshed working out in the new location? Great. The only thing, I think you're talking about the greenhouse. The only thing I did the other day is I ripped the zipper. So on the bottom, the zipper, like the seam or whatever that holds the zipper in, kind of ripped apart. So now the bottom is, I don't know. So now I have to use the zipper. There's two zippers on the door, right? So the zipper that's closest to the other shelter. So when I'm walking up to the greenhouse and I turn, the zipper that's on my right, that one ripped. So now I have to like open the other one, which just makes it kind of awkward going in. But yeah, that's the only thing that. Otherwise, it's working out great, and it works out great because like the long side of it now is facing south, so it gets a lot more sun. So it's going good. All right, not to the women's match yet. Paul Peter up in Alaska. I'm in Alaska, but we get ripped off on shipping frequently, even when it could go in a. Yeah, it's it's crazy. Sometimes, like when I ship stuff, it makes no sense why the rates are what they are. Like it's very strange. Not as bad as Canada though. Holy moly's! If you want to ship anything to Canada, it's like double the cost of everything. It's absolutely crazy. The main event will be after 11. Oh man, that's not good either. I got to get up early tomorrow morning. Oh, Carl Lewis, the man with the plan. Have yourself a great weekend. Thanks for stopping by. Good seeing you as always. And the first generation farmer. Yeah, he's got to be up early as well. Yep, we'll see you back here next week. It is what is it? It's 8:48. Um Do you offer bulk prices for your mini firewood? Not yet. But like I mentioned earlier tonight, um I'm working on a few things that I guess might have a wholesale price on. I don't know. But I don't know like what would bulk what would a bulk quantity be? That's the question. So like, you know, because I wouldn't be selling like a third of a cord. So yeah, I don't know what would a bulk quantity of mini firewood be. Wood pellets rule. Wood pellets are fine in a wood burning stove, but for a fire pit, it's not the real thing. It's not the real thing. Gotta have authentic, real firewood. A pickup load. Well, now are we talking a regular pickup or an oversized truckload? That would be the question. A bushel crate. How many? Let's see. What would be the cubic feet, or what would be the dimensions of a bushel crate? Like, is it 24 by 18 by, I don't know. It's tough because it's different than like truckloads or quarter cords, third of a cord, cubic foot, 0.75 cubic feet. Because I think it would be 0.25. No. Say 30 hefty boxes. Oh. Ooh. I don't know. That I've not even thought about. 100 pounds. Well, see, this is the big thing that I'm actually going to be doing a video on this as soon as a couple things have to happen. But anyway, there's a lot of people that sell like pizza wood or mini firewood or smoker wood, cook wood, and they are always advertising the weight. And they're like bragging about the weight. Like, you will get 14 pounds of firewood. And the thing that I don't like about that is, like, I can split up some oak and fill a box half full, and it will weigh twice as much as my regular box full. Because you don't want to be buying water when it comes to firewood. So, like, I don't know. I think advertising weight is not good. Because the drier it is, the better it will burn and the lighter it will be. So, 10 pounds of mini firewood in a box compared to 14 pounds of mini firewood in the same size box, that is not good. You don't want the 14 pounds because you're buying water. I mean, unless somebody really wants the heavy stuff. All right, volume. U.S. bushel equals 2150.42. Oh, the 0.42 is going to throw me off. I can't compute this. 35.24 liters. A bushel container might measure around 18 inches in diameter and 8 inches deep. Yeah. See, and then, well, I don't know. 18 inches in diameter, 8 inches deep. So that would be probably, I'm trying to think how big the Wolf Ridge bagging station is. I know it's not 18 inches in diameter, but I think and it's more than 8 inches deep, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. I cannot do math live in my head. That's just one thing well, I can't do math not live either. Bulk of mini fire would be what is the least packaging and handling and shipping for you as the seller in the long run. Well, see, that's where it gets, so depending on the size of the box, like once you get over a certain dimension, then you go into another like category of shipping. And so like shipping is not always based on weight. It's also based on size. So a smaller box that weighs 20 pounds will be less to ship than a larger box that weighs 8 pounds. It's crazy. It's really weird, but so it isn't always like if you were to ship a bigger box with more in it, you're not probably going to come out ahead than if you were to ship a bunch of boxes, smaller boxes. I don't know. It's just I've been learning all this stuff. Trust me. It's crazy. It's and then it's like, you can ship a box from here to one area for less than you can to ship it like not that like half the distance away. I don't know. Lot of weird stuff with shipping. So size does matter. Absolutely. Premier Iowa tree surgeon. Oh yeah, it matters. 1 bushel is equivalent to 1 cubic foot. Oh. So then the Wolf Ridge bagging station is about that. How much mini wood could a woodchuck chuck? A lot. Well, unless it was a mini woodchuck. Is it a regular woodchuck or a mini woodchuck? Yeah, this is exactly what I've been finding out. Because it's it's I don't know why, but it's not always what you think it is. Because I've got now, like I'm offering the ultimate mini bundle, which is the large hefty heat box of mini firewood, the firewood rack, and a tabletop fire pit. All 3 of them. And I fit them into, so I had to get a box that would fit all of that so I could ship it all together. Because the other thing I found, interesting enough, like if I ship out 3 boxes to the same address that get picked up at the exact same time, there is no guarantee that those 3 boxes will arrive at the destination at the same time. Like it can be as much as like 2 days difference. Like 1 box will arrive, 2 days later another box, and then a day later another box, which just really seems odd. But yeah, so there's that to contend with. So that's why I got a big box that would fit everything, but now I'm finding that larger size box, even though it doesn't weigh that much, is a lot more to ship because it's a different dimensional size. I don't know. We're getting way too in the weeds here with this shipping. How many face cores can a beaver cut down in a day? That's a good question. Actually, Amanda went up to her parents today, and her dad was showing her all of these trees. They have these beavers that are chewing down trees like crazy, like big ones, big trees. So he is going to try trapping these beavers. But yeah, I thought beavers just kind of went after, smaller wood. Frickin' Jeep, did you dry? Oh my God, that's right, the black walnut. I forgot all about that. I'm not even sure. I put out there in that video black walnut, whether or not it was a good campfire wood. And I had everything from, it's toxic, it's bad for you, you shouldn't have the smoke around, you definitely shouldn't cook with it. That was the one side. And then I had, it's great, it smells awesome, it burns great. One of my favorite firewoods, like it was crazy. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. I'm just gonna have to dry some down and see how it burns and go from there. Because yeah, I've got, everything. And I don't know if the people that were saying it was toxic, like all wood smoke is toxic. It's not a good idea to breathe in a lot of wood smoke. So I don't know if that's what they're talking about. I know that people have said that like cherry is toxic. So I don't know. We shall see. Mr. Saw Surgeon, good to see you here, my friend. Yes, this is a pretty sweet shirt, isn't it? Very nice. I have not yet. I got behind on a few other things, so I haven't gotten a chance to put that on yet. It'll be coming soon. All right. What are we at here? We are in overtime. But I think I've got time. OSG has been noticing the Easter eggs in the video. I will admit, on the one video, I didn't realize that I had it in the background. And then I just started doing things so it would be in the background. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you will find out shortly. It's but yeah. It'll be I don't know. I can't say. And once I do get the video ready, I'll probably explain like what's been going on, why it's been sitting in the background. When we burned walnut in our fireplace, it smelled good. Unless it was rotten. All right. Walnut dust from sanding dry lumber is toxic, but I believe wood is safe to burn. Yeah, see, I know, because I also read something that, like, the sawdust from, like, if you're running a chainsaw, I heard, or I read something about guys that would get the sawdust on their skin and it would, like, irritate their skin. So I don't know. It's kind of like cherry. I think, like, the leaves are poisonous to animals. I think maybe it's not cherry, but I think, or they can be toxic to animals, like cherry tree leaves. But the wood is fine to burn and smoke. Like smoking meat with cherry, all kinds of stuff. Walnut dust is toxic to horses. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Like I said. Oh, I also heard that walnut, when it burns, it has like a different flame to it. It's got like more of a blue flame. I don't know if anyone can confirm that. Like I said, I've heard all kinds of stuff about walnut. But I think it'll make for an interesting tabletop fire pit experience. Walnut is toxic to grass. Yeah. Um that's right, because I remember Rick telling me about, he he chipped a small walnut tree and delivered the chips to someone, and they spread the chips out and, like, killed everything. So it was a good mulch. A good mulch. Chipped walnut. All right. So we are good. The semi main event has not started, right? We're still not to the semi main. So I got a few more minutes. We'll hang out here. Let me just double check what we got. All right, we're still good. Um. Oh, walnut in the micro kiln. Interesting. That'll be yeah, the stuff that I had, I was surprised. Like, the logs were only 8 to 10 inches, and they were over a year old. Like, they were cut down, I think, almost 2 years ago, and they were still like 35, 38% moisture on the inside. Some of them were getting a little punky, a little like that dry rot. But yeah, I couldn't believe how it's almost like oak, like holding that moisture inside. Walnut will warm your icy balls. That is exactly what I need to know. Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to test burn some of that walnut. But I did hear also that if you burn it before it's dry, it will give off a lot of smoke and it will stink. So that's why I'm waiting. I want to let that stuff season, dry down, and give it a test burn. 3 green acres firewood. Have a good weekend. Good night. Uh oh. Which system? This live stream or the fight? Maybe maybe your bandwidth, you're splitting your bandwidth between the two. That's there's probably more coming in. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Oh, that's no problem. I was looking forward to seeing you, but no problem at all. Hopefully it'll be a good time up there at the winery, at the vineyard. All right, I think, ladies and gentlemen, that might do it. I do kind of want to actually go and watch this women's fight, just to just for a little added entertainment of the evening. The Yorkwoods. Hey, have a good night. Do I sell hats? I do not. I don't. I've never really had any hats. I might have some to give away at the end of the year, but they won't be my hats. Like I have a bunch of hats from that I've accumulated over the year. Like what is this hat? I got like this. I got a steel hat. And I don't wear hats, so like I'm gonna give this one away. I got a couple hats up there. So probably like maybe the end of the year live stream. I might do that. Maybe Black Friday. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway. SG, have a good night. Yeah, I think that's gonna totally regifting. Yeah, I don't wear hats, and like I get hats. I got like a Yappa hat, a Wolf Ridge hat. Oh wait, yeah, there's one back there. Got this nice hat right here. So you know, maybe I will at one point get some made up. We'll see. We'll stick a pin in that, like they say. Oh, Stephen, throwing a little. I think that's French. I think that might say good night. I don't know, but yes. Oh yes, John. I won't give that hat away. That one I'm not giving that away. I gotta hang on to that one. But with that, I think we're gonna wrap things up. So everyone, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed kicking off your weekend here, hanging out with us Woodhounds, just kicking back, having a good time. Thanks to all the super chatters for putting the coins in the cup, and the moderators for being here, keeping things in line. So again, thanks, and enjoy your weekend out wherever you're doing. I will be at the Sip and Shop event at the Danzinger Vineyard tomorrow. I highly doubt any of you are in the area, but if you are, come on down. We'll see you there. If not, we'll see you on Sunday for the video. And if not there, right back here next week for Friday Night Live once again. So thanks for tuning in. Have a good weekend. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool. Good night, everyone. Cheers.